everyone, this is Alex from Lincoln Park Library, and today's How To Tuesday will be a pumpkin treat bag, which you can see is in the top right corner. That's a photo of it once it's completed. This is a great craft for all ages, especially with Halloween coming up. It's really cute to put like little treats or candy in, and you can give it to kids or friends, family, whatever, but I definitely recommend it for all ages. It was super cute and super easy. In terms of materials needed, you will need a pair of scissors, a hole puncher, some sort of glue. I used a glue stick and that worked perfectly fine. You will need a 10-inch by 10-inch piece of orange felt, a 3-inch by 8-inch piece of green felt, and then two about 25-inch lengths of green yarn. So step one is making the pumpkin. So first you want to cut out a 10-inch by 10-inch square of orange felt. Once you have that square, you're going to try and either trace or cut out the biggest circle possible using that amount of space. So you can see mine here. I didn't have anything big enough to trace, so I kind of just went and made dots using a ruler all around to make a circular shape. And it's not perfect, which is fine. It doesn't need to be, because once you put it all together and you pull the sides together to cinch it in the middle, you can't tell, it's not a perfect circle. It's totally fine. But if you do have something that you can trace, you can also use that. So once you have that circle, you move on to step two, which is where you'll use your hole puncher. And you want to create 16 evenly spaced holes for the yarn to be threaded through. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can tell, not all of these spaces are that, there's not the same amount of space in between each of the hole punches. It's fine. As long as they're, about the same, that's all you really need. You just have to make sure that there are 16 of them. So I kind of just eyeballed it and did 16 around and it worked out fine. So step three is where you'll start threading. So you're going to want to thread the first string of yarn through the holes, and then you want that first and last string facing you. So if you look right here, you can see that both of these are facing me as I'm doing this. So you want to go under, then over, and continue that. And then once you get to that last hole, you should have the yarn come through, and then both of these should be facing you. And then what you want to do with both of those pieces of string facing you, you want to knot them. So you can see over here on the right, I looped them around and did a little knot. For step four, you're just going to repeat step three, but you're just going to use that other strand of yarn and start on the opposite side of the circle. So if you see, I started here before, this was my first one. And so I looked over at the opposite side. So these were the two that were facing me on the opposite way. So then I just started there and then went under, over, and did the same thing coming out. And then I did a little knot at the end of this one as well, because these are going to be the ends of your strands that you're going to pull together to make a pouch. So step five is when you really see it start to come together. So using those two knotted ends, which you can see here's one, and then here's the other, you're going to gently pull on both ends of the yarn, so these two sides, to pull together the orange felt into a pouch. So you want to do this carefully. If you need to help it and kind of like bend these a little bit so that it starts to create the shape, that's what I had to do. I kind of had to pinch them together and, adjust as I continued to pull the ends of yarn. And then eventually, once you pull it together, this is it kind of loosely pulled, but that's kind of the shape that it's supposed to make. So it's a pouch that you could put something in, and then you could tightly, pull these and tie them together at the end. So step six is when you create the leaves. So using a leaf template, or you can even do this freehand, you're going to cut out 3 or more leaves with long stems. So you need the stems to be long, because you're going to be using them to attach them to the little pouch. You're going to attach them to the yarn strings. So I just used a leaf template from online, from Trixie Simmons. I printed that out, I cut it out, and I traced it on felt. And I just did 3. You could do, 4, 5, 6. You can do different colors of felt. whatever you have on you. Just make sure that they have those long stems because that's how you'll attach it. So step 7, you have to apply the glue. Again, I use a glue stick to the entire stem. Then once you find the spot that you want to attach it, all you do is just fold over that stem and kind of squeeze it together. So you press it together tightly and then let it dry. And you do the same thing for all of the leaves wherever you want to attach them. You apply a little glue to the stem, fold it over, done. And then after you attach the leaves, you are finished. So you can fill it with candy, treats, you can give it to friends or, kids that you know, or you can even use it as a decorative piece in your house. They'd be really cute, like little favors, or even like something for Halloween if you want to like put, candy in there for kids. It's super cute. It's really easy. It's even a great thing for kids to do, a great craft for kids to do. So you could package all these materials and hand them out for Halloween. That would be a really cute idea. But it's definitely something that I would recommend for all ages. I think it's pretty simple. Some kids may need, some help with the tracing and whatnot. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this one. I think it's pretty straightforward and simple. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I can even send you the leaf template that I had used. That's totally fine too. But I hope you enjoy and I hope you make some fun little pumpkin tree bags. Thanks so much. Have a great day.